Attorney General Anand Ramlogan presents legislation to outlaw malicious defamation in the Senate. The bill, entitled the Libel and Defamation Amendment Bill 2013, seeks to amend the Libel and Defamation Act to abolish malicious defamatory libel. In the Senate, AG Ramlogan described the current libel and defamation laws as archaic.
We are keeping good company with international best practice by doing away with this anachronistic law.
And as he moved into extended time, this is how the AG summed up his motion to amend the bill.
In the race against time, we must respect and understand the elasticity and the tension between the need for speed, the need to satisfy the commercial competition, and of course the need for accuracy. And I end by quoting Voltaire, who said, "I do not agree with what you have to say, but I'll defend to the death your right to say it. I beg to move." Thank you.
Now, the Attorney General says while it seeks to decriminalize libel, citizens can still get redress through the courts. He also sought to further explain his comments made in the House last Friday, saying there is a difference between seeking to malign someone and peacock. The Libel and Defamation Amendment Bill 2014 seeks to abolish defamatory libel. Recognizing the ongoing plight of journalists working in a competitive environment with deadlines against them, the Attorney General says government took the decision to remove one specific criminal law which had the potential to undermine democracy. But AG Anand Ramlogan stresses it is still a criminal offence to intentionally cause harm to an individual by comments made in the public domain through the media and other platforms. And he says those who feel aggrieved by any libelous publication still have the option to sue for damages in our courts. Peacock, he thinks, does not qualify as having malicious intent to harm. Peacock, like the peacock he acknowledges throwing for the MP for St. Joseph on Valentine's night that forced an opposition walkout. During that dog-control debate last Friday, the AG had suggested an intimate connection between the PNM's Terence Dayal Singh and animal behaviourist Crystal Marie Ramnath.
You're having a debate on Valentine's night in the Parliament, and you're having cross-floor talk about everybody wanted to go home because you really want to be with your loved one on Valentine's night. And you have to take some fatigue. Firstly, the Hansard record will show it wasn't girlfriend, it was ex-girlfriend. And secondly, the Hansard would show, and the Hansard would equally show that when called upon to apologize, I did.
But quoting from the Parent Act, opposition Senator Faris Al-Rawi argues otherwise, pointing to the damaging effects of the reportage not just to the MP and his family, but the private individual implicated.
What we have objection to as human beings and as honorable senators sitting this afternoon, the Attorney General having raised it, is the derogation and sullying of a young lady's name, Mr. President, who is viewed by the words of the Attorney General to have been denied services of someone. Mr. President, if the Honorable Attorney General is serious about any apology, I put it to him through you most respectfully that he should offer a written apology in the proper context that the laws of defamation require.
And the PNM senator says the apology should be read in the House where the alleged offensive statement was made. Independent Senator Anthony Vieira suggests that parts of the Libel and Defamation Act should be repealed and redone. During debate in the Senate on the amendment to the bill, the senator called the amendment a missed opportunity to bring the legislation into the 21st century.
The entire Libel and Defamation Act should be repealed, and an up-to-date statutory framework in sync with our local culture should be substituted. I agree that journalists should not face prison for doing their jobs. Criminal defamation laws do not belong in a modern democracy. Blasphemous libel should be extended by statute to protect all faiths in Trinidad and Tobago, including Hindu, Muslim, and Orisha. The common law, which protects only against publications that insult Christians, is insufficient in a plural society such as ours.
The senator says we must be able to figure out who is liable and to what standard for defamatory statements via the internet. He also wants to see a privacy law come into effect.
There is no right to privacy under the common law, and the law as it stands treats with privacy in a piecemeal fashion at best. Under the Constitution, the right of the individual to respect for his private and family life is guaranteed. But whilst this constitutional provision offers protection from unwanted interference by the state, it offers no protection from the press or where the infringer is a private individual. It is not right that citizens can be allowed to spy on each other and intrude into the privacy of other citizens.
The bill entitled the Libel and Defamation Amendment Bill seeks to abolish malicious defamatory libel. It was passed in the House of Representatives back in January.